Beso. Kinigit. Beso. Hello friends, we're back for another DPL content. Today we're checking out week 7, the last week of the regular season, where we got the draft Dodgers versus Nature's Guardians. So Nature's Guardians is a team that I thought was bottom tier at the start of the season, but they have positioned themselves in a way where they're most likely gonna be in playoffs. In our case, we just need a tie this week to secure playoffs. A win would be better, but a tie will do nonetheless. So let's check out our first game. We got Agent C versus Zomb. And when I saw this matchup, I was like, okay, bonus round. So looking at the mocks for this game, I did not see a mock where Agent C was losing. So let's check out, see how the bonus round came to be. So we lead Curem on the arrow. Do we just set up rocks here? Yep, set up rocks, go for a freeze dry, proc the sash, so we keep the arrow sack for later. Lele comes in on another freeze dry, 21%, switch to the Victini, takes the Moonblast, only does like 21. Arrow for the sack, gets a toxic, doesn't really matter. We take our first kill. Blastoise in. Is this gonna be like Shell Smash or something? Just goes for a surf. Okay, so it's just gonna be like a bulky pivot, probably there to like remove hazards. Toxic on the Zapdos. We can just protect here, stall some turns. So this is gonna be a bit difficult for Zom to take out, a very bulky wall. Nidoqueen switches in on the Hurricane, hits as well as Confuse, but Zapdos is getting chipped by the Toxic, has to switch out on the Lele. Do we predict this? We get the rocks up, that's gonna force the Blastoise in for a spin. Switch to Guz on the Psychic. She can just Moonblast here, but we switch to the Victini. I guess if you're predicting Psychic, you could have just gone to the Victini right away, right? Gets a little chip with the T-Bolt. V-Create on the Zapdos, gonna take it out. Our second kill. So 6v4 now, Blastoise comes in, probably gonna spin on the Guzzlord. No, we had Shell Smash, okay. Do we go for an Aura Spear here? Protect, very risky. Had he gone for a second Shell Smash, you know, that could have been shaky, baby. But yeah, we just go for a Dragon Tail here. Removes the boost, brings Lele in, protect, scout the next move. So we are thinking maybe the Lele is choiced, right? Probably Scarf, looking at the damage done to Victini. We knock off the Scarf, Tana, protect, see the Sacred Sword. It's one of those things that sometimes you want them to keep the Scarf so that, you know, they're locked into a move and they're more predictable to deal with. But yeah, not really gonna be a factor this game, I think. Corv in, gonna U-turn on the drag switch. Nidoqueen in. We can just trade life HP here. Just go Earth Power on the Draco. We can go Earth Power again. No resist really. Sacks the Lele. Yep. Oh! It's AV Lele? Damn, she took that really well, huh? Switch to the Victini on the Psychic, 7%. We can just V-Create here, or even just U-turn is fine. If we want the Coco in, forces the drag switch in. We can just Volt here, not want to risk surviving the D-Gleam. Carve in, and then I guess we can just U-turn again, right? Dude, Agent C was preserving the 6-0, like, you know, he wants this win. He wants like a dominant performance this week. T-Bolt on the cart and another T-Bolt on the Blastoise. That's going to be a 5-0. it's to be expected, you know. We could have told Zomb ahead of time that your game is a bonus round, bro. Like you can just play some Overwatch, you know. You don't need to waste time on this. Okay, so the Dodgers are up 1-0. Let's go to our next game. It's gonna be Benny Bowl versus J Scarf. So Benny is one of our, if I'm not mistaken, he was a civilian that turned into a sidekick within one game. I think he beat like a hero 2 weeks ago or something. But yeah, but he is taking on Scarf, right? So gonna see how this plays out. Blaziken goes for the Flare Blitz on the Vika. We are Sash. We get a juicy discharge and the para. Ooh. Goes Terra Fire on the webs. Yeah, we are getting a bit lucky there with the paralysis, but I guess it doesn't really matter, right? You take out the Vika Vault, we're still probably gonna get like the web and like a vacuum wave the next turn. Not really a big deal. Surf on the Gara takes that well. Switch into the drag. He catches it with the EQ. We proc the berry. Not wanting to take a T-Bolt here. Switches to the Rachi, but we go Draco. Get a little chip on that mon. We sack it to the Zen. Okay. Going for an over predict, I guess, or set up a Toxic, predicting the U-turn. Surf on the Gara, get a little more chip. Dodges the T-Wave with Lando, switches to Chomp. Avoids the Rock Slide. Not really gonna be a big deal. Goes for the EQ, takes a big chunk. Stone Edge to counter, but we need to switch to Gara. Get the Intimidate. EQ miss. Switches to the Glamora on the potential Rock Slide. Okay. We proc the Toxic Debris. That could be problematic. We don't have a grounded poison type anymore. And he's gonna eventually sack the Gara. 4v4 now. But we do have webs, and webs is gonna be really important this game, because all the remaining mons are affected by webs. Dark Pulse pops the balloon. We go for the hammer. Do a good 60% chip. Another Dark Pulse on the rocks. Now, mons are gonna get chipped a little more. It's gonna be harder to pivot on these mons. Chomp in, gonna be sacked to the EQ. Yes. And I think Chomp can just sweep from here, right? Maybe if it's a Scarf Rachi, that won't be the case. But no, we get an EQ, and it should be another 2 turns of EQ, but he decides to forfeit. So, a solid win for Benny Bowl, right? If I'm not mistaken, this was basically a sidekick versus sidekick game. But yeah, so we are up 2-0 as of the moment. Check out game 3. This is gonna be Chess versus Pyro. So I don't know what's this supposed to be, if this was their bonus round of the week. But yeah, Chess, our resident civilian, probably our civilian that played the most games in this season. Pyro, I think Pyro is one of their captains, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he is a hero. So an uphill fight for our Chess. Without further ado, let's check it out. Gren in on the Necrozma, goes for a taunt, preventing some setups, goes for a Toxic, switch to the Coco. We can just U-turn here. Yes, get some chip and a little momentum. Stunfisk in, we can go for our rocks. Yes, on the Necrozma switch. Back to Chomp, gets the Toxic. And another Photon Geyser. So yeah, I was wondering how it's outsped, so we were Dragon Tail there. Get a little, I guess we're trying to get some chip on the other mons, right? Put everything down to like Gren range or guard range. Gets the defog on the guard, we can just mega here. Yes, we mega, go for the voice. Steelix takes 46. He won't be able to like defend against that the next turn. Misses the focus blast. Not gonna be a big deal, I think. Yeah, the Necrozma would have healed, but it would have been in a lower HP. Gets the Toxic. He rips the Z move. Corkscrew, the Steel Z move. Takes out the guard. Gren in, looking to revenge. Goes for Scald. That is a bulky Mandibles. Only 23%. Scarm in on the U-turn. It is Helmet, so chipping the Buzz a little more. But yeah, we are not in a good position right now. Takes the T-Bolt from the Starmie. Switches back to the Scarm. Steelix able to get rocks. Trades rocks with the Scarm. Mandibuzz able to, roost up, get a little more regen there. Smackdown by the Steelix. Scarm is grounded. So we're trying to get chip on the mons through Whirlwind, but the next time Steelix was gonna come in, he can go for the ground move. Gren in on the Ice Beam. Get a little lefties recovery. Gets a chunky chip with the U-turn. Back to Chomp, but Chomp dies to the Hydro. So 4 to 6, but we kinda lost our breakers there. But still, Chess not giving up. Goes for the U-turn on the Buzz. Toxapex in. Do we just go for a Toxic here? Yes, we do. Secure the Toxic, but not going to be a problem. U-turns out to the Necrozma. What do we do here? We go for a Recover. Keep the Pex healthy. He can just go for like a Photon Geyser here. Get some good chip. We over-predict with the Recover. I don't really know what moves we have on Pex. If we have like anything significant. Because it feels like Pex is just walking money in this game. Mandibuzz in on the Scald. We go for a taunt, prevent the roost, but he goes U-turn, gets some chip on the Gren, and that's gonna limit the times we enter the field. Coco in, gonna force a switch to the Stunfisk. Dazzling is very free here, but we just go for the U-turn for momentum. Cart in, forces the Scarm switch, get a little chip, goes SD. Sacred Sword, 50%. Hidden Power Fire, gonna do 79, not enough to kill. Another Sacred Sword. You don't really have like a good switch in for that, so it is gonna claim a kill. Gren in, looking to revenge. Gonna go for U-turn on the Necrozma. Switches back to Stunfisk. It's 6v3, so I don't think this is the game for our civilian to like get the upset. We take out Necrozma though, so at least hashtag not 6-0. Cart in on the Pex. Leaf Blade does 45. Gonna die to the next one. Yep. Gets the Beast Boost popping up in the club. Dark Pulse gonna claim the cart for V2, but Coco in. Gonna be able to just click Dazzling Limb here, take out the 2 mons. Yep, I guess U-turn, no downplay. If he doesn't switch, you claim the kill. If he does, Steelix can just EQ, claim another kill. So very smart play from Pyro. Stunfisk lives, return EQ. Doesn't really matter. We can just keep spamming EQ here. Custom reveal though, so maybe something they didn't want to reveal, but either way, we see you. Coco in, gonna finish the job, go for a nice Dazzling Limb, take out Gren, and that's gonna be 2-1. So a very honest series so far, right? Our hero beats their civilian, their hero beats our civilian, so pretty much what you would expect. Next up, we have, who is this? We got Hello versus Manu. Okay, so this is gonna be a hero versus sidekick match. I didn't really get to see a lot of the mocks from Hello this week. So, I don't know. I don't know how confident we are with this one. Lead Crest on the Ogre Pawn knocks off. The Weakness Policy activates. Return Ice Beam. Not gonna do enough because of the Sturdy, I think. Was a Sash. It was Sash actually. We get a Spike up. Deoxys in. Light Screen. Gonna defend versus the Shadow Ball. We go for a Taunt, prevent any healing. Not really interested there, but not a good start. They claim 2 kills. We just have like a Light Screen and a Spike to show for it. It is an opportunity to set up though. We get a DD into Outrage. However, we are revenged by the... Who's this? I forgot the name of this mon. Oh, okie dokie. Yep. Tusk in on the Chomp. We go CC, do a little chip to the Aloe. I wonder if that taunt was really necessary there. I guess you want them to go for a wish. Flip turn, Luna in on the CC. We go for a taunt, prevent another move, but Shadow Ball just gonna simplify the game. Alcremie in on the Aloe, Draining Kiss, a little Beso. We go Acid Armor CM into the flip turn. Oh boy, did we prep for this? Did you guys prep for this? Draining Beso. Beso. Okay, you avoid the situation by the roar, but if Alcremie is in a position to set up again, it's gonna be tough. You're gonna be limited. Your options will be limited there. Knockoff takes out the gold, but I think they should have this in the bag. Alcremie in, Acid Armor. We get 1 para. Switches to the Aloe, Terra Steel, Acid Armor. CM. Healing Wish brings back the Zarude. Terra Steel versus Terra Steel SD into the Acid Armor, +6 now. +4 on the Zarude. We go CM. Oh, now it's gonna be a problem. We're just banking on crits. Fake Tears, good set. We can just draining here, and now we kind of win the 1v1 here, like bar a crit, right? Because we are regenning so much from the draining. Beso! Oh, the Beso is so good. Chomp in, needs a crit, doesn't get the crit. Beso, gonna do a lot. Gonna 2-hit KO, another EQ, does not get the crit. Holy shit. Is this Alcremie gonna claim 5? Okie dokie in. CC, does some good chip. But we get the Beso. Beso! Bundle in, not gonna be able to do anything. Beso heals us to 85%. Another Ice Beam. Yeah! Holy shit! Hello brings it back. He brings it back. It was 6v5. Or 6v1. It was 6v1. And then Alcremie, you claim 5 kills, not because of like the Healing Wish, but yeah. It's basically 6v1. Dude, and people are saying this is a 1-point mon. Yo, fix the board, right? Fix the chart there. So we are up 3-1, but we have used our heavy hitters at this point, right? Hello played, Agent C played. We still have Chief though, so we'll go to the Chief game. We got Chief versus Dougal. So at this moment, Chief has been demoted to sidekick, but if he gets the win here, he goes back to the hero column. So a big game for Chief. Dougal, I think, is one of the captains of Guardian, so it's a sidekick versus hero game. Let's check it out. We got Keldeo lead on the Manectric, gonna switch to the Nido. Does he reads this with an overheat? No, we just go protect. I guess it's Gen 6, right? You don't get the speed boost turn 1. Sets rocks on the Diggersby, switch to the Brogue, goes for a return, does 58. Is that banded? That has to be banded. Switches to the Keldeo on the Lati, goes for CM. What are we cooking? T-Bolt does 35. Weakness policy. Ooh! We cooking. Empo in on the Surf. Gonna take a lot of chip. Eject on the Manectric. Not gonna matter. I guess we're not comfortable living a T-Bolt there. We just switch out. We got a good amount of chip on the other mon, so not gonna be a big deal. Goes for the Poison Jab. Probably not gonna go Empo there. Diggersby in, gonna spam that banded return. We go for a Reflect here. And then maybe set up some spikes, right? Set up some spikes. Should be a free defog turn, but Chief reads that. Switch to Empo, goes to the Keldeo. Claims the kill. Clef in on the Nidoqueen, goes for Cosmic. It's gonna be shady. Poison Jab. Doesn't really set up, just goes for the attack. Get some chip with the Ice Beam. Poison Jab, gonna bring it low. But I guess maybe this is Clef 3 attacks. No heal. Very interesting set, because Cosmic is normally 2 attacks with regen, soft boiled or so. Volt Switch, gonna claim the Keldeo. Diggersby in as the Reflect expires, but it's fine. We can just go Clef. He goes Brick Break. Okay, not gonna be a problem. We plant the spike there. He is locked in, so Lati can come in and then do a DD. Goes for Outrage, and that's gonna outspeed the other mons here. You can go for an Ice Shard Weavile. That's not gonna be enough, right? But it just activates the policy, and now we're guaranteed to just OHKO the Manectric. Probably even after Intimidate. Do we break through? No, we don't break through the confusion. Okay. Absol in. Yo. Gut check time. What can you do? Knock off. Holy shit, it got the kill. I did not think it was gonna get the kill. Oh my god, was that like minus defense nature or something? Ooh. Yeah, because you would think it normally does around 50 to like mons with items, and you would think it would do significantly less for the mega, but yeah. And with that, Undead is back to the hero column, and we get our 4-1. So we're secured for playoffs at this moment, and the team decided, to celebrate by subbing out the remaining games to our civilians, the people that work behind the scenes, give them a little showtime, make them dance. So the next game we got, who is this? We got J-Caps versus Byron. So, if I'm not mistaken, Byron is a sidekick and J-Caps is a civilian. So, check out the game. This is Champions. Okay. Empo lead on the Pex. Sets rocks and spikes or T-spikes. Flip turn into the D-Knight, lands the Toxic, good read. Goes for Wrap. Ooh! Yo, Wrap was kinda juicy. Is this like a rest set? I've seen Wrap that run rest, but I guess it's not the set. I mean, if the Pex is gonna be problematic, I can see the vision there, right? We go for a Taunt and a Defog because we understand in Champions, T-Spikes is OP, right? There's only so many good poison types that you can run. Gallade on the D-Knight. We go for the triple axle. Starmie receives the blow. Does a good 34%. Empo in on the Gleam. Do we set up rocks again? I mean, it's kind of weird, right? If you set up rocks in front of the spinner. Flip turn on the Skarm, procs the weak armor. Someone's gonna take a Brave Bird here. But no, we just set up rocks. Aqua Cutter. Gonna chip the Skarm a bit. Activate more weak armor. Switch to the Pex. Wanting to preserve the Skarm. Empo in on the Toxic. Blocked. He should just set up T-spikes here. Yes. So we are forced to defog again. Pex switch to the Skarm. Looking for, you know, a potential roost turn. But maybe just want to get some damage, right? Supposed to outspeed the Talonflame here. Goes for Rock Slide. Good prep. Very good prep. Sam in, gets poisoned, and it's gonna be tough, right? It's gonna be tough. Get some chip with a Brave Bird. Ceaseless, put a spike down. Hopefully we can get some chip on the other mons. D-Knight in, evolves to Mega D-Knight. Ceaseless Edge, gonna do 25 DD incoming. And now he outspeeds the whole team, I think. I mean, I don't know if it's Scarf Drag, but probably not, right? Empo in, can we get like an Ice Beam here? Superpower gonna Oko, and unfortunately it looks like it's gonna be a 5-0. Scale shot, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and we go for the triple axle. This should kill actually. Yep. Okay, so the massive threat is gone, but Meow can just lock into like a knockoff. And if it's Scarf, right? It's probably Scarf. Scarf knockoff gonna secure the game. Nothing really much we can do here. I mean, yeah, you can sub, you know, make the game last a little longer. Goes for the darts. Oh, we actually outsped, I guess. I guess the play there was to like bait the U-turn. Maybe that was the vision there. But yeah, unable to beat Florges, so they get a win there. So that's gonna be 4-2, right? Honestly, Byron has been having an amazing season so far. I think he's like 5-1 or something. So kinda what you would expected, and yeah, represents the team well. Next up we have, who is Carcoal Rider? Is this it's Corn. Okay, so it's Corn and he's taking on Horny lately. So this is gonna be another civilian versus civilian game, so may the odds be in your favor. Donphan on the Infernape. EQ on the Rock, Sash proc, Ice Shard gonna secure the kill. Good trade, okay, you know, as L5 would say, you got the 2 turns, gonna be 3 turns from the Donphan, and you can get a little chip there. Not even once the chip, he goes for the EQ, you know, potentially stalls out a Reflect turn, switches to the Feeny on the Reflect. Scald gonna do a little chip. It is revealed Feeny is not lefty, so we think this is going to be one of those hyper potions. Madness miss on a bulk up Thundy. This is going to be disgusting. T-Punch gonna take out the Feeny. What do we do here? I guess we can go Persian on a foul play, but it's not enough. Helmet though. Okay, next the next level play, we got Helmet, you know, it's not as foolish as it looked. Thunder misses the Selly. We sack the Donphan here. Or maybe we outspeed actually. And then we can take it out. Very good. That was very well played. Very well played. So it's 4-3, but there's an agility scissor here. 46 on the EQ, Ironhead takes it out. It's probably gonna outspeed the team. We can go Selly here, go for like a flamethrower. Superpower, that's not enough. But we don't have flamethrower. I guess we read it, right? We read the switch, predicting the switch. We don't go for the flame. Is this Z move? Rock Polish Lando on the Leech Seed. Yeah, he just wants to sweep. SD, double dance, heavy slam. Oh no. Protect, get a little chip. Goes to the Gallade on the Stone Edge. Okay, resist, get a little regen. And we go for a sneak. Oh, we get the sneak. So sneaky. And we can just sneak here. Yes. Okay, so that's gonna be Horny Lately with the win. Very interesting. You know what? I actually forgot to like switch it there. I kind of thought Carcoal Rider was our guy. But yeah, neither here nor there. So it is 4-3 as of the moment. And we got... Who is this? Ollie. It's Ollie versus Blitz. So another civilian versus civilian game. Let's check it out. Okay, so we lead Serp on the Drapion, Reflect, T-Spikes, double screen Surf, knocks off the Light Clay, goes to Zangoose, but its boots doesn't proc the Toxic boost, or maybe it's not, maybe it's immunity actually. Knocks off the Scarf. Oh, it was Scarf. Interesting. So Drapion able to take out the Zangoose, defogs the T-Spikes away but has to take a knockoff. It is Helmet though, so we get a little chip there. Preserves the Drapion into the Lando, goes for the Brave Bird. Get a little crit there. We are a bit forced to roost here, but no, we go for the Tailwind into the rocks. And they are stalling out the screen turns, which is important here. U-turn on the Rachi. I guess Crobat can't really do anything here. U-turns to the Surf. What does he do? He goes for a Wish. Glares the Rachi. So that's good. U-turn. And you could just pass it to the Drapion. Yes, very good. But it's fine. We can glare the Drapion. But T-Spikes again gonna be problematic for the team. Forced to defog here on the +2 Drapion. Knock off takes out the Crobat. Guard in. Ang ginigit a beso. Drapion allergic to the beso. Switch gets knocked out. Switches to the Serp. Rachi in. Get a few turns of para. You know, it happens. It happens. Goes for a Wish. Second Leaf Storm up to +4 now. Iron Head does a little chip. But it looks like the Rachi is designed to 1v1 the Serp. Don't we have hidden power here? Probably, I guess not. Or maybe it's ice, right? Maybe we have hidden power ice for the Sep. Maybe that's what's going on. But I guess you should have, if this is Mega Sep, you should have like Dragon Pulse if that's the case. I mean, it's kind of hard to say because you are like double screens, right? Oh yeah, he doesn't have it. It's just Glare. Oh, first of all, let me just say I like the nicknames. Belly Rub. Ginigit Belly Rub. We get a nice agility into Charge Beam. Does some good chunk to the Skarmy. And this is kind of a threat, right? This is +4. Okay. Unfortunately, we died to the Psyshock. What was that? So the first Psyshock was 33 and then we were kinda banking it was a high roll. So if they get a low roll, I think the idea here was that maybe Infernape was scarfed or another mon and we needed +4 to like outspeed. It's probably what's going on there. Scald on the guard gets taken out by the Hyper Voice. Sceptile in. Mega Leaf Blade takes it out. And can Terak do it? Can he do it? Do we go for a weakness policy, agility, rock polish, same thing? Stone Age, okay, let's go. The anime music is playing. No, we lose to Mach Punch. And that's gonna be 4-4. We end the series in a tie, which expectation wise is not surprising, right? We did bench our I would say core group so that, you know, our supporting cast can get a chance to shine, get a little, you know, experience in a major league like DPL. So our takeaways here is the team is locked for playoffs, right? I at this moment I don't know who we're gonna face. There's ongoing games that's still being decided. And what's our other takeaways here? I'll post the stats, right? It looks like so Chief is, you know, promoted back to hero, and yeah, you have Benny Bowl to sidekick. You know, he's like an upper sidekick now. And you got, you know, the three civilians. They get demoted to immigrant. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.